Hi beauties, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. This is my very first video of 2017 and I am so excited to share this with you. This is going to be my favorite items of 2016 and I had so many favorite items, but I really tried to break it down into my very favorite items, products that I would always reach for even when I was on the run. So if you guys want to know what they were, just keep on watching. Alright, so to start off, I know you guys are probably thinking this girl is forever changing her background. Yes, I did change it. I changed my entire layout of my vanity. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys know that I was changing this up and I will give you guys an updated tour. The reason why I haven't done a video of my makeup collection is because I just really wasn't feeling the whole layout, the whole vibe, but now I really love it. So there you have it. So moving on to my favorite products of 2016, my first one is going to be this right here. This is the Bare Minerals Pro Glow. Now my shade is in the Golden Nude 13 shade. I did receive this when I went to Generation Beauty here in New York, and this was the first time I ever tried this. I've tried so many powders in the past, high-end, low-end, and nothing really seemed to work on my face. Now my face combination is kind of like a combo going more towards the dry side, and this was the only thing that I found for me that did not dry my skin. It didn't give me kind of like that not wrinkly, that like cracked effect that most powders do. And when I say most, it's probably like 95% of them. This was the only thing that worked for me, and I'm so happy that I have two of these. As you can, I haven't even hit pan. I got this in September and I've been using it since. Now I've been having better skin days, and on my really good skin days, I just put a little bit of this on and that's it. I really don't need anything else, no foundation, no primer, and it'll cover any little imperfections that I have. So just for that, this is my favorite powder of all time right now. So my next product is from Tarte Cosmetics. This is the Hybrid Gel Foundation and my shade is a light neutral. I am obsessed with this foundation and I even have a backup of this. It was so hard between picking the Rainforest of the Sea foundation and this one, but at the end of the day I found that this one worked best for me, like just by an inch, because of my dry skin, and this is really moisturizing, especially right now in the winter time. This has been a lifesaver, especially on days where my face gets a little bit red or have blemishes. Like today I did use this product on today and it covered everything and it's so moisturizing. I just can't stress that enough. So if you guys need something like this just for that, this was my favorite product of 2016. And if you see inside, there is so much product and you really don't need to use a whole lot. I really wish this was in a pump because it gets a little bit messy around the corners and the lid, but to me it's not a huge deal. Unless I'm like in a huge rush and then I make a complete mess of myself. But either than that, this is one of my favorite products, and look at that. Oh, it is so pretty. They always do so well with their packaging and this just looks so royal. I love it. So another product from Tarte Cosmetics is their Marine Boosting Mist. This smells so delicious. I love this because it smells very citrusy, it smells like oranges, and I use this all throughout the spring, summer, fall. I haven't really used this in the winter. I'm not sure why I haven't reached for it. I'm guessing because it just smells very like summery, and I use this as a setting spray, as a regular mist throughout the day, and I also use this as a priming mist. So this is like an all-in-one spray. It's my favorite. This is my third bottle. I bought 3 bottles all at once last year and I've already gone through 2 bottles. This is my third one and I can still see it's kind of full because I didn't really use it at the end. But guys, this smells so delicious. You guys are going to want to buy this if you haven't already. So now for an eyeshadow palette. It was so hard and I'm going to pick these 2 right here because I really did reach for these 2 almost every single day. If I was creating a look, I would always pull out these 2 palettes and I would use shades from the Natural Eyes palettes from Too Faced and the Sweet Peach palette also from Too Faced. Now we all know how much this was such huge in demand. Everybody wanted this. I was fortunate enough to get this during the first release. I was so excited and I do use this consistently. So let's talk about the Sweet Peach palette first. The Sweet Peach palette has several gorgeous shades inside. The one I tend to reach for most is Bless Her Heart, which is right over here. Then I tend to go for White Peach and Peaches and Cream. I usually use Peaches and Cream as my base for my eyeshadow. Right now the shades that I am wearing are Peaches and Cream, Bless Her Heart, Tempting, Peach Pit, Delectable, Puree, Summer Yum, Charmed I'm Sure, and also Luscious. Luscious is a shade that I'm wearing on my lid right now, so it kind of gives it that sparkle. But I do use every single shade. One shade that I guess I haven't really used much I don't know, I can't think of one because I really use them all. So now moving on to the natural eye palette right here. These are your neutral shades, and if you guys know me, I love to always create neutral shades. I don't really go for crazy, not crazy looks, but like, you know, having like a bright pink, a bright purple, blue and whatnot. I like to keep it neutral, so this was the perfect palette for me. The shades that I always use is Cashmere Bunny and Nude and Heaven. The other ones, depending on the looks that I'm going for, because they are shimmery, but this doesn't really have a scent to it. Some people say it smells like chocolate. I don't know, maybe it's just my nose, but this does not smell like anything to me. But there you have it. That was my two favorite palettes of 2016. If you guys haven't already purchased either one, make sure to buy. But I guess if I had to pick one over the other, it'd be this one, just because it's like so popular right now. But I really do enjoy both of these. So this bronzer, I'm sure everybody already has in their collection. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this smells like coconut. It's so delicious. It's very tropical. It kind of makes you feel like you're in an island sipping on some pina colada. So good. I have not hit pan on this, and I'm kind of wondering why I haven't, because I kind of use this every single day. And as you can see, you still see kind of the design in the background. And one thing that I don't use from this, I don't know why, but it's the little brush that is attached at the bottom. The brush is kind of like, if I can pull this off, it's kind of like very foamy. I don't know, I don't really like something like that. I use a regular brush when I am applying this product, but there is a bunch of product, and I got mine at CVS, and you can also find this at Ulta and other stores as well. But for that, this was my favorite bronzer of 2016. So now let's talk highlighters. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. This is from Gerard Cosmetics, and it is their Star Powders, and this is in the shade Audrey. I love Audrey because she is not too dark, not too light. She is the perfect shade for me, and it's not streaky like most highlighters are. When you apply them, you kind of see like that line of like highlighting dust, and it kind of just looks like really weird. And I use this all over the place. I use it on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose. I use this on like my eyebrow bone. I also use it on my Cupid's bow as well. It is perfect. I use her all the time, and this is one of the shades that I absolutely love from Gerard Cosmetics. Now you guys know I had to put the Champagne Collection face palette in here. This is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. Now look how beautiful this is. This is such a gorgeous palette in and out, and I absolutely love, oh, yep, you see my room in the background. Absolutely love all the shades inside. So remember, these are 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, and a bronzer. I do use everything in this palette consistently. I always use the bronzer even as an eyeshadow. Even the blushes, I use them as an eyeshadow. It all depends how you want to use your total face palette, but all the shades in here are so creamy. They're very pigmented. They're amazing, and this is something that I always use consistently. I even have it on my vanity, just sitting there, because I know one day or another I am going to be pulling this from my vanity, and I just like to just have it out because it's so pretty. Like, why wouldn't you want to have this out? Now you guys know I am such a mascara junkie, and it was so hard to pick my favorite one because I have so many favorite ones. I did post a few of my favorites on my Instagram, but if I had to pick one of the 3 of the favorites that I posted, it would be this right here. Now this is from the SD Edit, and this is the Edgiest Up and Out Double Mascara. The reason why it was my favorite and it blew everything out of the water is because it is a dual-sided mascara. You do have your lift side and you do have your volumizing side. Your volumizing side kind of gives you obviously that volume. The brush is a little bit thicker. I use this mostly on my top lashes, and the lift side, the brush is a little bit skinnier. It kind of gives you more of that dimension, and I generally use it on my bottom lash. I sometimes use it on my upper lash after I finish applying the mascara on my top lashes to kind of fan it out just a little bit more. And this is so easy to remove with any eye makeup remover. I even sometimes remove this with water, and it doesn't really give me that raccoony eyes that a lot of mascaras do. And for me, that's a big deal because sometimes I don't like to remove my mascara with eye makeup remover. I just like to wash my face and let the water kind of wash it off, and then I'll kind of use a little bit of makeup remover to kind of remove the excess. And if a mascara doesn't give me raccoon eyes, that is a winner in my book. So now we have lip products, and it was so hard for me to pick my very favorite one because I absolutely love lip products, if you guys know me. So my two favorite shades of 2016 are, first one is from Allegory Story. This is in the shade Self-Portrait, and this shade is so beautiful on. It's kind of like this mauve-y shade, has a little bit of like purple in it. It is so pretty. It lasts about 6 hours on, even when you're eating like pizza and pasta. But of course, there is no lipstick in the world that's gonna be like completely food proof. So it does come out a little bit, but not as much. And it's not drying. Now, something for me is if a liquid lipstick is not drying, it is a liquid lipstick for me. I love this. It's just so pretty. And how cute is the packaging? And lastly, we have the Ciate London Liquid Velvet, and this is in the shade Wonderland. It is actually the shade that I'm wearing right now, and I use this consistently. This is such a perfect shade. It's like this peachy tone, and it is so beautiful. Now, this right here, the formula is much different than a lot of the liquid lipsticks. It's kind of a little bit more thicker. Maybe that's why they call it liquid velvet. And it does dry matte, but there is a little bit of transfer, not so much. It lasts on the lips, I guess, around 4 to 5 hours. But I like this because of the shade. It's not drying, and of course, when you're eating, this does come out a little bit. So if I know I'm going to be eating food, I don't really reach for this one right here. If I'm going out grocery shopping or running errands, this is something that I will wear. So there you have it, guys. Those are my favorite products of 2016. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and saw a few of your favorite products as well. If you guys want to know what my worst products were of 2016, just let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye!